All right, all right. Hello, hello. It's Ariel back on the Instagram live train. We started this, now the whole world is doing it. Look at me, I got a nice little light here, courtesy of Travels with Tessa. I got a nice little background over there, Le Stade Olympique in Montreal. Got my whole setup. I'm good to go. So this is part of the new schedule that we have here at ESPN MMA. As you probably saw yesterday, by the way, I'm Ariel Helwani. Hope you're all doing well, healthy, safe, positive. I love you all. We're getting right into things right off the bat here. If you saw yesterday, did the show with DC. What's up, Merab? Stick around. I'll talk to you in a bit. Did the show with DC and Helwani. You can check that out on the ESPN MMA YouTube page right now or wherever you get your podcasts. And Tuesday through Friday, so that's Mondays, Tuesday through Fridays, I will be doing these Instagram lives. At least that's the plan for this week, for the foreseeable future. In addition to that, the Wednesday podcast. In addition to that, Ariel and the Bad Guy, which is going to come out Thursdays or Fridays. In addition to that, the People's MMA show on Facebook twice a week. In addition to that, ESPN's Snapchat page, the ESPN MMA Snapchat show. Dare I say, we are busier than usual around these parts. So today on the IG chat, what's up, Tyron? My man, I see you on that. I see you on that train. What's up, Jeff? How are you? Ooh, we got a lot of people up in this. No, I have not cut my hair yet. I'm still going strong. I have decided to hold out. But let us say hello now to our special guest, Joanna Jacek. I've been straight out of Poland, and she's kind enough to be joining us on this Tuesday afternoon. Joanna,
Hello, guys. How are you doing?
how are you? It is so good to see you. Thank you for
Oh,
doing
hey,
this.
guys. Thank you so much. Hey, fans are more important. Hello, guys. Thank you. I'm happy to join you and talk to you a little bit. And it's been a while, man. And
Wait,
it's always great to talk to you.
are you saying the fans are more important than me? That's not very
Yeah,
nice.
look at this.
Ooh,
Ooh,
look at
DC.
those
I
kicks.
hate challenges. Now people want to challenge you in push-ups, sit-ups, but I want to challenge DC. Who has better shoe game, man?
In the kicks department.
Yeah.
First, let me ask you, Joanna, how are you doing in Poland? How are things in Poland?
Oh, all good, man. All good. We staying home from tomorrow. We have to stay home. You can only leave your house to go to the pharmacy or to the store. Right now, people still like you can still see people around, but I feel and I'm very thankful and grateful to my country, to the government, that they did the right they made the right decisions, 2 weeks ago, and we kind of safe. There are sick people but not that many, and we are dealing with the coronavirus very, very good. We have very
Okay.
smart people in the government,
All
so
right.
we
My
good,
best to
staying
Polska.
safe.
Please. Yes, stay safe.
To all
Now,
of you
as far
guys, to all of
absolutely
you.
to the entire world. Now, as far as you, how are you feeling? How is your face doing? How's your whole
Uh,
body doing
as
after
you
that
can
fight?
see, good, good, good. I still have a big bruise on my chest, on my neck, on my face a little bit. But all the people who were worried about my forehead. The next day my forehead was good. I couldn't see on my right eye for 2 days. I could only see like 5% on my left eye, but all good, man. UFC took a good care of me. I went to the hospital. Everything was good. Everything was good.
When you
Everything is
were
good.
yes, amen. Well, when you were getting punched in the face
Yeah.
with that hematoma on your forehead, what did that feel like?
Pain, lots of pain, and I was afraid that my forehead was going to, like, break. How you can say my skin was going
Explode.
to break, explode. And I didn't want to be a Scarface, the female version of Scarface, But all good. It was hurting, From the third round, I could feel that, and every punch was like was was painful, but I took it. I'm a warrior, man. I'm a warrior, and I paid the price.
Have you ever felt that way in a fight before, like that kind of pain?
Um, yes, you know, but you know, it's head, you know. I'm a woman, I'm a human, I'm a businesswoman, and I wanna do so many things after I will be done with fighting. And honestly, I'm doing so many things, and you know, I'm very I always take care of my body, you know. So I was a little bit afraid, you know, but I had a CT, I had ultrasound, I had X-ray, everything is fine with my brain. I always swallow a lot. I always get bruised easy. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
And so no
I have
broken
an
bones in the
amazing fans,
face.
you know. Like there is no sport like any other sport, any sport without fans, you know. And we are very blessed with the UFC fans. Thank you guys so much, you know. No broken bones. All good, man. Broken heart and broken soul, but no broken bones, you know. I'm tough, man. BMF.
Respect. I like it. Respect. When you had like when you were waiting for the judges to announce the scorecards, when you had that moment to yourself, did you think you had done enough? Did you think you were going to win the fight?
In the fight, I asked
Yeah, in the
myself,
ring.
in the octagon, I asked
Yeah.
myself, Jay, what can you do better? Uh, and I was like, bitch, you're doing everything right. You're doing like you're doing your best, and I was my best, you know. And I show up at the performance I put on like for 9 weeks in Florida. Before that, I was training with Kamil Ivancic and Mirek Babiasz in Poland and with so many people before I started my camp. But this camp was different, you know, and this fight was different. And I did everything I could, you know, and this fight could go either way, you know. But I felt like in the fight, like I was like, no, I'm doing everything I can, you know, and that's the thing, you know. But at the end, before the before the decision, I was like, oh shit, it can go either way, you know. And but I felt like I've done everything, you know. I did
Ha-
everything I could.
Have you watched it again?
No, and I feel like I'm very happy with myself, you know. I cut myself, I from the media, from the people, and I love hearing this. Oh, you won. It was a great fight, this and that, but my heart is broken, you know. I'm proud of myself, proud of my team, Mikey Brown, Katel Kubis, Phil Daru, Mikey Roth, Dan Lambert, ATT Nation, my physiotherapists, my management, Balenji Group, my sponsors, Monster. But somehow I feel I let them down. But on the other side, I'm proud of myself and I did my best, you know. And it's a sport. We win, we learn, and no excuses, you know. And I know that people were saying many times that I always have some excuses, but no, I always deliver the true, people. I always deliver the true. And sometimes you don't know what's behind the scenes, you know. And I always want to tell people what's behind the scenes. Even sometimes the true is very like ugly, but I always want to deliver the true as an athlete, as a businesswoman, but as a human first of all, you know.
Do you still feel like your heart is broken? Like, does it still bother you every
Yes, it
morning when
is.
you wake
It
up?
is. It's not about physically having the belt, you know. I'm not sad. I'm not crying, you know. It's not about having the belt, you know, physically. But you know, I'm an athlete. I'm very ambitious person, you know. I always set my goals, my dreams very, very high. And but I feel like, you know, cannot blame myself. You can always do things better. Limits are only in our heads, you know. But that night I was my best. That's it. That's it. And
W-
yeah, I don't know what to say, you know. Somehow my heart is broken, but I'm very happy of myself. I'm very proud of myself. That's it, you know.
You should
Kazakhstan, I
be.
saw people from Kazakhstan. I want to go to Kazakhstan, watch the fights. I wanted to go to London and Brooklyn, but all the shows got canceled. But I want to go to Ireland in August, celebrate my birthday with Irish people. August 18th, the show is August 15th, but I want to go to Kazakhstan, watch the fight as well, you know. And you know,
Hopefully,
and again about the fight, and the numbers never lie. And again on the scorecards, like okay, I lost the fight, and somehow I feel like some I know that the judges look at the impact, you know, they think like the bruises, how you swell. But I always get like this after every show, you know. I get bruised, I get swollen, you know. And I feel like I scored more, but it was the same in the fight with Rose Namajunas. I scored even more, and numbers never lie. But judges are only people, they are humans, and sometimes they don't see everything, and they like different things. But I lost the fight. That's it.
Now, my understanding is that when you went to the hospital, you were actually next to Zhang. You guys interacted a little bit. What do you remember from that
A little
interaction?
bit, like yeah, we were lying next to each other. There was a curtain, but nothing, on the way, she was like, "Oh, thank you for the fight." I was like, "Hey, thank you for the fight." And remember, this business is tough, and it's going to get only more difficult, not easier, but more difficult. So train hard and defend the belt. This is what I said to her, And her coach wanted to like ask me for the picture. She doesn't speak English that well, so there's not really conversation. I didn't want to talk to her, but I respect her. And the thing is that he asked me for the picture. I was like, man, I don't feel good with myself, so I don't want to have picture with her. And she asked me if there is a chance that we could train together one day. I said, of course, no problem, no problem at all. But all this bullshit about me crying, I cried a few times, but it was not like I was crying for a few hours. We were there like 2-3 hours. Come on. But the doctor like took blood, took the blood out of my ear, and every touch was like I was so sensitive, So every touch was like everything they were doing on my body. I was like, no, just leave me alone, please. And it was
Mm.
like it was hurting me inside more, but I was not crying. I cry a lot. I'm a very emotional person, and I cried a lot during this camp because it was hard, and I cried after the fight, but I was not lying there and like crying like a bitch. No, it was not like this. So that's a small lie, Willie Zhang, but I forgive you. That I was
Uh,
not crying. But I know, like, I think Brian Slagler, what's his name from the soccer fan?
Butler.
He's
Butler.
Butler. I like this dude. We are friends, but I think he's like all these like coronavirus pose, this pose, he's trying to make her look good. But hey, calm your shit down, man, okay? Because like you too much. She's a good girl, but you're trying to make a bad blood between us two. It's a
Mm.
fight business, and there need to be aggression, like the sport violence, and intense stare downs, because we have to sell the show, man. But it's all, we respect each other, and the respect to each other, we show in the gym how hard we work. And this camp was hard, but we put on hell of a fight. And after the official at the weigh-ins, I told you guys that it was going to be the best UFC strawweight fight in the history, but it's more than this.
Yeah. Would you say it's the greatest fight of all time? Greatest women's fight? Greatest fight period of all time? What do you think?
People can say it. I can say it. I was just an actor that night. An athlete. I was putting on a hell of a work.
Would it be fair to say your respect for her has grown since you actually shared the ring with her, went 25 minutes? Now you have a
Of course,
different
I
kind of.
respect her. I respect her before the fight, and people can say like shit because they don't know shit about fighting. And sorry for using these ugly words, but the thing is like we respect each other. But it's a fighting game. And it's a fight game, and there need to be fire before the fight and after the fight. But we respect each other all the time.
How long after the fight did the swelling start to go down? Did you start to feel a little bit better physically?
Actually, like 3-4 days ago. No, like it was
Oh,
good, man. I was like really afraid that the next day I was going to wake up and I was not going to be able to see. Like I had to like open my eyes, left eye like this to see. It was like
wow.
5% only, 100% down on this eye. I looked so funny.
Wow. So you needed someone to guide you when you were walking, right?
Yeah, somehow, yes. I had a good
Wow.
people with me.
That that is amazing. And what about on the plane? Did it swell up on
No,
the
no,
plane?
it was good. Like I left States on Saturday, week after the fight from LA, and it was good already. It was good already, but still few bruises. It's normal, big here, but all good.
Do you think you'll ever
Fight
rewatch the
of the
fight?
year.
Like, do you have? Yes, absolutely.
BWMF, BWMF. Baddest
100% the fight of the
women
year.
motherfucker. Fuck yeah. Hey
Do you
guys,
think
we are
you'll?
on ESPN. We shouldn't care. We
Yes,
shouldn't
yes,
care.
yes, yes. Come on,
No,
come
we
on.
can't
But
do that. We can do
do you
that.
think you'll ever rewatch the fight, Joanna, or do
I
you think you'll
will,
never?
man. But
Okay.
what does it gonna change? What does it gonna change? Mikey Brown, Catel Kubis, my coaches, they watch the fight few hours after the fight, you know.
Wow.
BMF. I love you guys. I love you guys. Fight of the century. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Hey, can
You
I?
wanna see my bruise on my chest? Come on, man. You wanna see it? Oh, really see it? Like you see, still yellow. You can see that much, but it's there, man. What else you wanna see? What else you wanna see?
No, no,
But
no.
no more. But man, like I will watch the fight, you know, because I wanna learn and just get better. You know, guys, Polish flag is upside down, like white and red, not red and white.
Yeah,
It's
come on.
It's not Philippines. It's where is Bali? Indonesia is red and white. Polish flag is white and red, guys.
Come on. Get with it.
Come
I saw
on.
a couple days ago, Joanna, James Arthur gave you a shout out.
Haki, I love this dude, you know, and you know, you suck too, man.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Willie Zhang. There's a guy like, hey, go
Forget
away,
about
man.
them.
You don't know anything about the sport, so get spirit. Hey, Willie Zhang is texting. I have nothing but respect for you, Anna, for your record. I never promoted the CV stuff, lol. You always give me a hard time. You see, guys, that's the
Wait,
thing.
she's writing right now on the
I
thing?
never promoted the CV coronavirus stuff. So you see, it's the manager. And guys, you put tons of stuff on me after this, but I was laughing about myself, how I look on this meme, you know. And I would never make fun of people. I always helping people with the like an hour ago, I got the phone call from the Fighters Foundation that 3 years old kid died, you know, and I was supporting his family, his mom, him, you know, and I would never make fun of sick people, of illness, of the coronavirus. And you see the champ is texting you right now, you know, and sometimes people creating the stories to make me look bad, to make you look bad. There are always going to people doubt me, doubt you. But you know what? I know who I am, and I don't have to prove it to you, to my God, how good I am, because I know how good I am. And nothing but respect to Willie Zhang, to you. Take care.
Respect.
What was
What
your
about James
question
Arthur?
before, man?
James
But
Arthur giving you
James
a shout
Arthur,
out.
man,
Yes.
listen to that. So I love him. You know, I love music, and I love. I listen to all kinds of music, you know. But I love James Arthur, and I love this English accent, the Irish accent. Oh man, I could get married to the Irish guy only because of the accent. But the thing is, man. And I heard about his concert in Poland in January. So no, it was no. So, but he got sick. So it's going to happen soon, I hope. But the thing is, like, so my walkout song in Tampa was Back from the Edge, James Arthur, and I texted him on Instagram, and I was like, man, my walkout song is going to be Back from the Edge. He was like, no, you got to be kidding me. I'm a big fan. No, I'm like, stop, man. Let's be your fan. Let me be a fan, girl. I'm a fan. You are my idol, you know. So we are going like back and forth, supporting each other. And I watched his live like 2 3 days ago, and he saw me and he gave me a shout out. And I love this guy, you know. I love you, James Arthur, and you are a big star, man. And I cannot wait to welcome you here in Poland. We love you here, and I know you have tour coming up in the States again. So yeah, soon.
That's amazing.
El Chapo, Sabrina, shout out me.
Yes.
Hello.
Isn't it amazing? Sometimes, Joanna, sometimes you can get more love
Robert
after a
Soto.
loss than after a win, right? You're getting so much love
Yes, it
after a
is, and
loss.
I teach people this, you know, that sometimes taking second place is better than winning, you know,
Why?
and I teach people this
How's that
because
possible?
at the end, doesn't matter how much money you have. If you carry like 10 belts or no belt physically, if you win or you lose, it's all life is about different things, you know. I have
Hmm.
6 belts at home, you know. I have so many gold medals from Muay Thai, but you know, it's not about this, you know. It's all about how you carry yourself and who you are, you know.
There is a movement to doing, obviously, we don't know when, normalcy is going to return in this world, but there is a movement to have you guys do an immediate rematch. Would you be in favor of that?
Rematch me and Willie?
Right away. Like she doesn't fight anyone else. She fights you whenever the action resumes, right?
You
Whenever
heard that?
normal life resumes. What do you think? Do you want that? Is that what you want?
It's all about the money.
Show you
Man,
the
I feel
money.
like UFC is taking good care of me, and I'm very blessed. My life got changed 6 years ago after I signed in the UFC, but it was always my dream, that I was going to become someone. I said, ask my brother-in-law. I told him this 15 years ago. And the thing is, like, since I was a little girl, I was a hustler, and I knew that I was going to be someone. And I'm not a hero. I didn't make it from zero to hero. I made it from nothing to something, and everyone can do it. And Sucker Punch, Brian, no respect to you, man. Go away. I will see you soon at the show. I will whoop your ass. I'm joking. I'm joking. But yeah, that's the thing.
Okay, so show you the money. If they want to do a rematch, they got to pay
Yes,
up, right?
no, that's the thing. Like, I feel like I deserve more. I'm very blessed. But Dana, like UFC Hunter, thank you so much, guys. Like, I wanna thank every single person in the UFC, people who are working behind the scenes. Thank you, guys, for making my life better. I feel like a professional athlete. I can make living of it. I don't have to like put money and like think if I should buy bread or I should buy food or buy supplements or pay for my travel to the competition, because it was like this so many years ago. But I feel like I sent a strong message. And we both, me and Willie, we sent a strong message that the women's MMA is worth it more. So it's all about the money. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not
Hmm.
gonna lie.
No, I respect that. By the way, speaking of messages, what was like the best message you got after the fight from someone, a fellow fighter, a friend, a family member? I'm sure so many people showered you with praise, but is there one message that you got from someone that really warmed your heart?
Message from the gut, that I should never give up and go for it.
From the man above,
Heck yeah.
the
And
big
like the
J.
people, the people I have around me. My father was there for the first time. It was hard time for him, but I'm very blessed with all of them. And like all the messages from the people who were there. So many people from Poland came to watch me, like Polish athletes, former NBA player Cezary Trybański with his wife, Marcin Lewandowski, who is like track and field runner, and motocross like athletes, like so many people, my sponsors, my management. I'm very blessed with Balenji Group, Jennifer Goldstein, and other people. Hans from Monster was there, like all of them. And like to see them, how they hug me. They all know that they can sit and cry on me. Even when they see me crying, sometimes they know they can come and, oh, gonna be fine. No, we tough people. We go for it. We cry a lot, but it shows that we have big hearts. And but yeah, but
That was
yeah.
the first time your dad went to one of your fights?
No, he was in Berlin in
Okay.
my first title defense, but first time in the States. And my
Wow.
I have cool parents. My parents are cool, my family. There are new people in my life as well, and I'm very blessed with them and very thankful to them that, after me looking like a zombie, like I don't know who, every day I was different person. I have all the pictures. One day I probably will post the pictures.
Oh, wow.
But I sent a picture to Dan Lambert, the owner of ATT, like 2 days after the fight, and he was like, oh, is it really Zhang? Because I look like a Asian person. Honestly, guys,
Wow.
I show you the picture. It's like, Dan, what are you talking about? About the picture you sent it to me. Is it like photoshopped or what's that? I'm like, man, it's me. Like Dana was like, actually, oh, finally you look like you. I'm like, yeah, man,
Wow.
I feel like me. But yeah, so the thing, like, every single person, my best friend was there, and other people, like, I'm blessed with them. Thank you, guys. Dziękuję.
But by the way, Jinkui, yes. Speaking of Dan Lambert, how do we put an end to this thing between you and Colby? No more. This world doesn't need this sort of beefing, right? How would you
No,
put
no,
an
no.
end to
I don't
this?
want to talk about Colby Covington because he's such a liar, and the thing is, like, he wants this exposure, he needs this attention, because he has nothing to offer to the world. He's a great athlete, such a hard worker. But I know that isn't him. Someone is writing this for him, and I know who does it. And I feel sorry to him, that he needs to jump on me, Georgie, Dustin Portier. We are such a hard workers, very talented people. We are real warriors, and he's trying to, get advantage of us. I don't want to comment on that, but he's such a liar.
Okay. I was just saying maybe you still there?
Yes, I
Yeah.
think that Dan Lambert should kick him out.
Kick him out of ATT.
Of course, he's like putting this place in shame. This, for me, the gym is like a mecca. Like when they
Right.
were recording the stuff with Colby Covington, he was bringing some dirty Dianas to the gym, ugly girls. He's saying, I'm this or that. No, come on, man. I don't want to talk about this guy.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I
He's
understand.
like very below.
I understand. I understand. I saw that you're doing some cooking. Anything you can recommend for people, because
I
they're all at
always
home?
cook. I actually Hey, I had an amazing photo shoot with Daniel Ottavio in New York, December. So great photographer, and he's such a great model, such a great guy. And he gave me this ginger shot. I never had better ginger shot, and I wanna make this ginger shot tomorrow on my in my slow juicer, because I have this collaboration. I'm working on so many things. Come
Wow.
here, buddy. People sometimes they like to go home and do nothing, and I like to do things. So I want to show people how to boost the immune system with the ginger shots. But I love cooking.
Smart.
I'm going to be a good wife, man.
I'm sure things are going very well for you. You were very open about last year, but now you're probably Poland's #1
About everything,
bachelorette,
man.
right?
About
You should be on the
I don't
Bachelorette
know
in
now the
Poland.
situation. Now the situation is very calm because of the coronavirus, so there is no media. I did a
That's
few
true.
interviews,
That's true.
but let's see what's going to happen after the coronavirus.
Social distancing. Yes, you have to stay away from everyone, right? Except for your dog.
Correct.
What's his dog's name over here?
Milo, it's my best friend dog. Milo.
Okay. Anything you want to say to the people? You've given us so much time here. I don't want to take up more of your time. Anything else you want to say
It's
to
okay.
them?
If you have another questions I can answer.
You're enjoying this.
Guys, I love you so much. I love you so much, and I'm always real. Remember this. I'm always real. Mean, lean, happy. I'm always real. I'm always real. And very often, like people trying to, you can say, I can try to understand. You can say, I understand you. I know what you mean. I want you what you do. No, if you're not into this business, you can say, I know. You can judge. You can judge. You cannot do that. You cannot judge people, because this is what Dana said. They don't know what they are talking about at the end.
Realistically, how, like, if none of this was going on in the outside world, when would be a time for you to return, do you think? End of the year? Do you want to take the rest of the year off to let your body heal? What are you thinking? Have you even thought of that yet?
I just want to rest. I want to go on vacation, man. And we need to wait for this coronavirus situation go down. I want to go vacation, enjoy my time, drink some Moscow Mule.
What's that? Moscow Mule?
Well, yeah, Moscow Mule. Ginger.
What is that?
Ginger beer, a vodka, lime.
Yes.
It's good. It's good.
Live it up.
But I want to live my life, and I want to enjoy it. I have so many projects coming up, and like drive my AMG, go crazy a little bit, show the shoe collection, follow my Instagram, Joanna style IG every day, new kicks. Finally, I'm showing my collection, Nike collection. And Adidas,
eat like Joanna, drink like Joanna, dress like Joanna, vacation like Joanna.
You wanna
There's a
be
lot
cool
of
like
things.
Joanna. Watch me.
There's a lot of things that we could do like Joanna.
It's not commercial, It's like it's me.
But by the way, do you have a sponsorship thing with Disney? Because I always see you wearing like the Mickey Mouse thing. Is there like a Polish Disney?
No, I don't. I was face of collection 2 years ago of one of Polish brands. It was 90 years of Mickey Mouse in 2018.
Oh,
I was the face of the line, but I just like Disney. It's good to have like a little bit of a child in yourself. That's good. That's good.
For sure. You know, Disney owns ESPN. Did you know that?
Oh, I didn't know about that. But I was
See?
to Disney, to the producers. I was there 3 years ago with the Brad Slater, with
The
my
man.
agent, the man, Brad Slater, AMG. But yeah, I just like it. It's my style.
Okay.
Joanna would whoop Colby. It's going to happen.
Oh no, no, we can't have that. We need
Come
ATT
back
to
to
come
back.
together, not be
We are
split up.
together. We are together, and I'm very happy that every time I go back, I see more and more kids classes, but more people. Great athletes from all over the world, and we supporting each other every single day.
Amen.
Shall we watch?
Oh, what kind of watch is that?
Roll.
Wow, look at you with the rolly. All I do is
No,
rolly,
they
rolly,
asking. They
rolly.
know what's going on.
They
They
know what's
they
going on.
they know what's going on. I
I got
love you
nothing.
guys.
They love you, Joanna. You're a star, with or without the belt. You don't need the belt. You're a champion at life, Joanna. For God's sakes, who needs that belt?
Thank you, guys.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, Joanna. I'm happy to see
I
you. I'm
don't
happy
wanna
to
go,
see that
but
you.
yeah, okay,
Oh,
okay,
no,
guys,
no, no.
follow me.
I don't
Just
want you to. I don't want to take up your time. If you're happy to stay,
DC,
we'll.
DC, DC, show your kicks.
Everyone loves you. We do this every day, Joanna. Last week we wanted to have you on, but I know you were trying to get better. But
Yeah,
anytime you want to come
yeah,
back and talk to us, please do so. Okay?
I will. Thank you, ESPN. Thank you, FC. Thank you, Ariel. Always great to talk to you. We love you, man. You the man. You the man.
Thank you. I
Give me a
appreciate
shout
it.
out. Nuts 2505. Shout out to you. Love you guys. Hey, stay safe. Stay
Stay
safe.
safe.
And I love you so much. Cannot wait to see you soon.
Okay. Feel better. And thank you
Love.
for doing this.
Much love.
All the best
Thank
to
you.
you.
Bye.
All you have to do is press the little X over there, and you will be free.
Leaving.
Peace out, Joanna. There she is, the strawweight queen, Joanna Jacek. Great stuff. She loved it. She was amazing there. Great energy. Seems to be in a good spot mentally, physically. That was great. Hasn't watched the fight. By the way, I want to let you know regarding that fight. If you are in America, they will be replaying that fight on ESPN this Saturday at 8 p.m. That's according to the ESPN programming team. They just gave me this information. What? Ariel, you're annoying. I really hate you. The heck? Why would you write such a thing? Here I am trying to entertain all of you, give you something else to do with your time, and you're telling me that you hate me? It's not very nice. Anyway, 8 p.m. this Saturday on ESPN, they are replaying the Zhang Weili versus Joanna Jacek fight. Isn't that amazing? This Saturday they're going to replay it. They're also doing some sort of thing on ESPN Plus now where you can rewatch the fight, UFC main event, something like that. I don't know. I'm trying to get the word out about these things, but I do know this Saturday on ESPN at 8 o'clock, they'll replay the Zhang Weili versus Joanna Jacek fight. By the way, the fight that Daniel Cormier said was one of the fights you need to watch. It happened 2 weeks ago. Oh, we got James Krause in the house here. Let me say hello to him. My guy, James Krause. Love when the fighters pop in, or the non-fighters. Last week we had CM Punk and Action Bronson. There he is.
What's up? What's
James
up?
Krause in the house.
What's up?
How are you, James?
Man, I'm trying to survive out here. How about you guys?
Okay, well, first of all, how are you so impeccably groomed right now? You've got a perfect haircut. Your beard is perfect. I'm very suspect of everyone who's got a perfect haircut right now. How are you doing this, James? What's your secret?
Bro, I don't know. I can mess my hair. It just lays like this. The only thing different is the shine. Like my hair just lays like this.
You
I don't
look
really
phenomenal,
do it.
James. I look like a mess. How do you look so good?
You got what do you got? Like a number one? You don't fade it. You got to fade it up, bro. You got to
I got
fade
a
it.
hat.
Come on.
Wow. How did you don't tell me you faded yourself.
No, of course not. Come on.
But when did you get that cut?
Man, I got people, dog. Don't worry about it. I'm on the prohibition haircuts.
I'm trying to put you up. Yeah, I need some of that. Let me know.
Yeah,
But that
you
you're
got
in
to get the
Kansas
fade
City.
up with the hard part. Come on, bro.
Listen,
You got to
I'll
step
do
your
any
game
of
up.
that. I just need someone to come help me out. If anyone's out there in my hood, please help me out. How are
Somebody help
things?
Ariel.
Thank you. How are things in Kansas City right now?
Man, I'm gonna tell you what. Obviously it's crazy times, right? I mean, there's so much going on, but so little going on. I don't love the circumstance that we're in, but I love the situation that we're in. I've said this a bunch, but man, like I'm so excited right now because everybody's taking off, right? Like everybody's not doing anything. Like the world is at a standstill. Literally, the globe is at a standstill. And man, I'm finding ways to get stuff done. I'm definitely gonna be pulling ahead of the pack. I'm busier now than I was before all this happened. So
What are
I'm
you doing?
definitely, yeah, man. So like so I'm doing stuff for my my online school. Like I'm filming a bunch of content for that. I'm obviously I'm doing a lot of pretty much any interview like with you or anybody else like that. I'm doing all these. I'm doing a lot of just online stuff, a lot of online marketing and building and things like that for my school, for my online school, just for other things. Like we're doing a ton of updates around the gym. So if you hear a bunch of like saws and stuff going like that, like, so like basically we're quarantined, but we are allowed to like go into them and we're not allowed to be open for business, but we can be here. So we're here doing a bunch of updates to the gym. I'm getting a lot done. You know what I mean? I think it's such a great time to you know, this is the time to really advance. If you're sitting and not doing anything, you're on Netflix, I think you're making a huge mistake. This is like the globe is at a standstill for 30 days. If you're not using those 30 days or however long it is, you know what I mean? Like we just got put on lockdown here in Kansas City for 30 days. That's why I'm saying that. But like you gotta just use this time. You know what I mean? I think anyway. I mean, or you can watch Netflix or whatever. I don't care.
Wow. Motivational stuff here from James Krause. I appreciate this little uplifting message. So how many kids do you have, James?
So I have 2 kids of my own, and then my 14, she's 15 in 3 days. She lives with me. My sister lives with me as well.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so how are you keeping all these children occupied in the midst of you doing all this other work as well?
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously they're at home. So my wife stays home. I'm at the gym a little bit, not as much as I normally am when everything's normal, but she does an incredible job at home. We went to Target the other day, bro. We spent $785. We bought darts and shit. We bought all kinds of stuff that we don't need, so they can have, you know, just have fun in this time off. So it's a you know, you can make whatever you want out of any situation, right? Like you can find the positives in anything. So we're using this time to try to get some better quality family time as well, and have fun with us and little man.
Has life changed for you at all, even though you lost your last fight, considering the circumstances? I feel like you've gotten a lot more street cred, a lot more respect, right? Is that accurate?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, I feel like I don't feel like a loser. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I lost the fight. Literally, I don't feel like I lost the fight. And just like figuratively, like I was on your show on Monday, the Monday after the fight. Like I was getting interviewed, but I didn't see him on any of those shows. You know, I don't know if he was or not. I just didn't see him. But I definitely feel like that I won that fight, and you know, my social media has gone way up. Just the interaction on all my accounts has gone way up. I've got nothing but positive feedback still to this day. Whenever I go to events and stuff like that, people are reaching out to me about that and saying, you know, you won that fight. It's crazy, you know, because you never want to lose, right? But like, I definitely feel like if that's how you're going to lose, it's a good way to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like I lost anything, and I did gain something. It kind of pisses me off still, just because I feel like I would have got more if I would have won, obviously. But you know what I mean? Like you can't think like that. My management team seems to think that they're still going to get the fight overturned. They feel really confident about that. I don't have anything to do with it. I don't care. Anything that I would have got is already taken from me on it. So I'll let them handle that. But yeah, you know, I'm good with it. You know, if you're going to lose, that's the way to lose. It's the best possible way to be a loser, I guess, if you could say that.
I'm sure you saw that report from Aaron Bronstetter a few days later that judge that scored it 30-27 for Giles used to train with him back in the day. When you saw that, what did you think?
He didn't score for 30-27 though. He scored at 29-28, and he gave me the third round. Didn't give me the first, gave me the third though.
Oh really? Are you sure about that?
I'm 1,000% sure.
I'm sure.
1,000%.
All right, but he didn't give you the first, right? He didn't give you the first.
He did not give me the first, but he gave me the third.
Okay. But what did you think when you saw that? I mean, that's a conflict of interest, right?
Bro, I mean, it's a huge conflict. It was complete horseshit to me. I mean, but what do you do? You know what I mean? I try not to worry about things that are out of my control. But man, yeah, it's so disheartening to see stuff like that. You know, it's like, it's so frustrating. It's super frustrating because I know I won that fight, given the circumstances of everything that I went through. I was in his hometown went up to middleweight. Guys, I'm not a middleweight. You know what I mean? I'm not even
Right.
close to a middleweight. Like, I can make 70 on 2 days' notice. You know, I'm probably 191 right now, and I'm big. You know, I didn't cut any weight to make that. And I didn't have a camp. I literally had a Coke in my hand, eating a freaking steak rice bowl when I found out about the fight. So it's like, every circumstance that's put in front of me, I go out, and that was the most exhausted I've ever been in my entire life. You watch me fight. I mean, I don't fight like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
if I
no.
had 2-week camp, it would have been way different. And I feel like, and I still feel like I won the fight. You know, I feel like obviously I didn't get to show my true performance because I wasn't out of shape, but I wasn't in shape either. You know, I wasn't in fight shape. So it's just really frustrating that the odds were already stacked against me. I feel like I did everything that I possibly could to go above those, and I still came up short. You know what I mean? It sucks. It's really really disheartening for me, but I got a new contract out of it. I'm really happy about that. I finally feel like I'm being valued to where I should be valued, and I really feel like that. So I do. You know, I was contemplating like when to retire before. You know, it's definitely reinvigorated me and re-energized me to where, you know, I want to be fighting. I want to be active again, and it's good. You know, there's a lot of good that came out of it.
Before all this pandemic stuff started and the world shut down, as you said, was there any talk of you returning yet?
Yeah, so the London card, or what, I know this is kind of in that, the London card got canceled. I said, hey, I'll fight on a week's notice if you guys need it. I'm the guy, man. You know what I mean? Like, look, man, if you're gonna pay me what I'm worth, I'm your guy on short notice. I'm ready all the time. I train every day, twice a day, with the exception of all this mess going on. But I train every day, twice a day minimum. I'm in shape all the time. I'm ready to go on, and I can make 70 on 2 days' notice. So, and when it comes to short notice, if you're paying me what I feel like I'm worth, I'm in. You know, I do well outside of the octagon, so I don't need that money to live. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but like, when I'm getting paid what I was, it just didn't make sense for me. I have to come to an agreement on that. They really took care of me on there, and I feel like I'm being valued now, not just financially, but like, that's kind of how you rate a fighter's value, right? Is their compensation, you know, for the most part. But yeah, I definitely am more active, but if not, probably late summer is whenever I was thinking about it. Obviously back down to 70.
Wait, so that card that they were talking about, as my backdrop here gets messed up, there it is. That card that we're all very makeshift here, James. You know how it is in
Yeah, it's all
these
good.
trying times. That card that they were trying to put together on essentially 6 or 7 days notice in Oklahoma, you were
Yep.
you were in talks to be on that card. You threw your name in the
Yep.
hat.
100%.
And
100%.
how real was that? What were you being told?
So it didn't get very far. Like, they were basically saying, hey, you're on it if you want on it. We're looking for an opponent for you right now. But
Wow.
as they were doing that, everything fell apart, you know? So I was 100% in. I started watching what I was eating, watching my weight, getting my water up. I was ready to compete again.
That's wild. That is unbelievable. Now
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
hearing,
that's kind of my MO now, right? Like, I have
yeah,
to, right?
you're that
So,
guy. You're the new
yeah, might
Donald
as well.
Cerrone.
I'll take it.
I'm hearing whispers, and who knows, you know, when we'll return. But there has been some talk, and I heard Megan talk about it as well. A return to Kansas City. Have you heard of this?
I heard they're coming back in August. That's what I heard.
Whoa. Hopefully
Yep.
that actually, that you would be a shoo-in for that, right?
I don't want to be on it, man.
Why?
I don't want to fight at home. I don't want it's not the pressure. It's like, I want to go whenever I fight. Like, there's a process, and part of the process is on Tuesday you go out and you go to wherever. I live 20 minutes from the arena that they would have it here. So like, I don't want to stay at home. I don't want to be a father. I don't want to be a husband on fight week. You know what I mean? Like, and it just doesn't, no matter what, and I don't want to be a business owner on fight week. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be a fighter on fight week. And I just don't see a situation to where I could do that in Kansas City. And also, I would assume that a lot of the guys that I coach would want to be on that too. And I always give them first dibs. So, I would never fight on a card with one of my guys unless there were some crazy circumstances behind it.
Okay, wow. All right. Yeah, I've heard that from fighters. I know, like Matt Serra never liked fighting, or the idea of fighting in New York closer to home. So I've definitely heard that. By the way, props on Megan, her great performance a few weeks back. Maybe she was going to fight later this year as well, but I think that was a week. Was that a week? No, 2 weeks after your fight, or maybe 3 weeks. I've lost track of time.
I think it was 3. I think it was 3 weeks. 7th and the 21st, I think.
Is she getting it together? I mean, she's been open about the mental side of things and being nervous. Is she getting better from your perspective?
I'll tell you what. So from what we've seen, what I seen back behind the scenes in Rochester,
Yeah.
which was where like the worst I've ever seen her, and then we went to Australia when she fought Farah.
Yeah.
Incredible, super gangster in the back, and then we go to Norfolk, and even that same Australia attitude came plus more. So it's I'll be honest with you, I've never seen somebody like go from as low as she was to like it's you if you weren't in Rochester and you never seen it or never heard about it, you would never know that it was ever even a factor. And of course, like this is what I try to tell her. I feel like she got into a stage where and this is for every fighter, to where like they're nervous and you know that they don't want to lose, and they put so much pressure on themselves that they think that they shouldn't be nervous. I've been doing this long enough. I'm an athlete and I shouldn't be nervous. And that's so wrong. Like it's not the right way, because look, those nerves aren't going away. You know what I mean? They're not going anywhere. You have to make very close friends with the feelings and the emotions that us as fighters have on fight week. And I think she's starting to do a much better job of that. Like, hey, I feel this way, but it's okay. And to be honest with you, like one of my things that I tell my fighters is like, being nervous is one of the 3 requirements to get in the zone. Like as an athlete, you know, when you just have the Michael Jordan moments or the Kobe's where you drop 82 in a game, you know what I mean? Like you got to be in the zone, and to be in the zone, there has to be a little bit of nerves that go into that. There has to be nerves. There has to be a different venue that is outside of your ordinary. Like if you're practicing on one court, you have to be in front of a crowd, and there has to be a little bit more consequence than normal. You know, those are the 3 things. So being nervous is part of that. You will not have the performance of a lifetime if you're not nervous. It won't happen.
Great stuff, James. You've turned into a really great coach, a mentor, and I love the stuff that you
Hey.
said at the beginning of all of this. I appreciate you jumping in with us for a few minutes here. Stay safe out there, all right, my man?
Hey, man, I appreciate you guys having me on today. Anytime, man. I love coming on talking with you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for listening in. Give me a follow. Thank you.
Yes, and I am very jealous of your haircut. Nice.
Doesn't even move,
Well
bro.
done. Well done.
Get you a fade, man. Get you a fade.
I will get the fade. Anyone want to help me out? I'm here.
Get you a fade.
I'm willing and able. You just press the X right over there, James.
I got you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
No problem. There he is. The James Krause. Shout out to Bam Bam Baklava, Action Bronson. I was on the chat with him yesterday. I don't want to bother him again and put him on the spot like last week, because I don't want everyone to, you know, I want people to interact, but I saw that one guy, D Nice. You see this guy on Instagram? This guy started the week last week with like 200,000 followers. Now he's got, last I checked last night, 1.4 million, and he's doing these. You guys see this guy? He's doing these jam sessions, these party sessions in his house, in his apartment, and Obama's there, and who else is there? LeBron James is there. There's 150,000 people watching him just play music on the turntables. Man, I'm more of a Michael Bisping, DJ Mikey B. Was that his name? I'm more of a DJ Mikey B, if you know what I'm saying. By the way, speaking of cool things that I have in my, I wasn't really speaking about this, but I'll just mention it. What about this cool thing that I have in my little office here? One of the greatest things anyone has ever given me. Josh Donaldson gave me this. New member of the Minnesota Twins. What does it say right here? To Ariel, love the show. Josh Donaldson, 2015 MVP. Oh, here's Julian Marquez finally jumping in. Should we say hi to him? Why not? Got my Jalen Rose here with my bat. Give the people what they want. Julian Marquez, you've been hounding me to get on this thing. Every time I'm on the thing, you're nowhere to be found, my man. What's your problem?
Man, I'm constantly busy, man. I like.
Oh,
legit,
look at you.
I'm
what
training and I'm doing studies. Like I'm learning real estate, learning stocks and all sorts of stuff. So I'm utilizing my time right now.
Oh, okay.
So,
my
and
bad.
then plus my dad had surgery last time we were on.
Oh,
here, so
damn. Okay, my bad. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's doing good. It was a really wild one. He just had to go in there and fix some stuff, and they wouldn't let any of our family members in the hospital because of the virus and the pandemic. So like it was just him by himself. So when we get a phone call from the hospital, it was like, all right, we gotta make sure we're attending.
Sure. Well, I would say being there for your dad while he's having surgery is a little more important than doing this with me. So I forgive you. But he's okay now. Is he home?
Yeah, he's doing great. He's at home.
Okay.
Him and I have been doing a lot with the real estate side of things. So we're just kind of bouncing off each other, and he gets to focus on that and work from home. So he's doing good.
What do we got there? A little man bun? What's going on? Who are you? You
Yeah,
with Rick over there? What's happening?
this beautiful thing. So I haven't
Oh
cut
my
my hair
gosh.
since the last time I fought, and this is how long we've gotten it so far.
Wow. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah. So I'm waiting till I get my next fight to accept. I just wanted to see how long I can grow it out because, I mean, to me, I like to try new things, try different stuff, and since my last fight, you know, I was like, well, I'm not going to fight anytime soon, so let me try to grow my hair out. Let's play with this. So I let it go.
Damn. And that was a while ago. It was well over a year ago.
Yeah, July 6th, 2018.
Damn. Yeah, we're approaching 2 years now. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Now, for those that don't know, why have you been out for almost 2 years?
During my fight with Alessio Di Chirico, I threw my right hand at like the first round, and I snapped the tendon from my lat to my arm. It just
Oh my
snapped
gosh.
off. So I had to get a couple surgeries to attach it and go through a long process of rehab to try to get my arm back to normal.
And how are you feeling now?
Oh, I'm great, man. I got cleared at January
Okay.
15th or something around that time. And what's funny is that I legit jumped in. Like James was talking about the UFC London card. I've been trying to get on a fight and do something. So whenever they announced that, I was like, look, I'll go. I'm ready to jump on that.
Wow.
Like, I was ready. I did not care. I was ready to fight any weight. Did not matter.
And what'd they say to you when you reached out?
Well, my manager was kind of like, yo, like, we don't want to, you don't want to do this. Like, I'm not playing around. I was like, dude, like, I'm serious. Like, I'm ready to go. He goes, all right, well, I'll ask. So he ended up asking Mick and everything. But during that time, it was like I asked on Sunday night when I saw the post come out where they're looking for fighters on London. And we talked about it Sunday night. And then Monday morning, I showed up to the PI and here in Las Vegas, and they're like, hey, we're shutting down. We're closing everything. And I was just like, whoa. It hit me like hit me wildly. I called all my coaches and everything, let them know, like, hey, we're probably going to fight this weekend. Let's go. And when I walked into the Performance Institute, I was in therapy with Bobby. And they all just kind of came in and, like, broke the news to all the fighters that were in there. And we're just like, oh, didn't realize how severe this was at the time.
Yes. And considering you haven't fought since July 2018, I mean, income-wise, is that why you're doing the real estate stuff to keep yourself,
Yeah. Well, what's actually really crazy, I actually started fighting with James Krause and everything. So I've watched him succeed over the past few years. And my dad does a lot of real estate on top of his normal job, and he has a bunch of different businesses. And I see them two succeeding a lot to where I'm like, man, maybe I should do a side income. Because again, like James said, he does very well outside of the octagon. He doesn't need that. So I want to make sure that I have something that I can build onto it, whether it be property management, owning a bunch of houses, renting them out, Airbnbs, things like that in the future. So I've just been kind of knocking it out and trying to get that license out here and growing as a person. Yeah.
Respect. The perfect scenario for you, who would it be against? I mean, obviously you now want to return whenever you can, but what's the perfect fight? The one you've been dreaming about as you've made your long road back, the rehab, all those long nights. Who are you thinking about to get back in there? What's the perfect scenario, Julian?
Oh man, the perfect scenario. Like honestly, you would be thinking about an opponent, man. I've actually just been thinking about going back in the cage. I did an interview earlier today. We were talking about it. I've been for 2 years. I've been dreaming to make that walk again, to step in the octagon, to get my hand raised. I wanted to do it International Fight Week. I thought that would be amazing to come back 2 years later on the date, the same time, to fight on that one. But I've asked for a lot of people during that time. I asked for who was it? Brandon Allen. I asked for Jun Park. And I mean, the list keeps going on. Like, I just want to go step in the octagon, even if it's a short notice fight. I don't even care if it's heavyweight. I'm ready to go back in there. Like, I just want to go and perform. I want to do what I love, man. It's been a long journey having to watch everything and just kind of keep yourself inside the spotlight, outside.
Are we trimming the beard? What's going on? I feel like your beard was longer the last time I saw you.
Yeah, I shaved it all off. I let it grow.
Oh my gosh.
Phases. Now I'm letting it come back. So
yeah. Well, good to check in with you, my man. I wish you
Thanks
guys
for
the
having
best. My best to your dad. Thank you for stopping by, and feel free to stop by again.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you giving me the time.
All right, there he is, Julian Marquez, coming to a cage near you, out of action since July of 2018. And now we've just talked to two people in a row who are willing to fight on that card in Shawnee, Oklahoma on short notice. By the way, tomorrow I'll be back for another one of these. We already have our guest lined up. Should I tell you who it is? I'm not sure. Should I tell you who it is? Yeah, July 2018 has been a while. Tomorrow we will find out how Kevin Lee fits into all of these situations and comments and ridiculous things that you guys are writing about. Yes, Kevin Lee will be joining us for his first chat since his loss to Charles Oliveira, which feels now like it was, what, 6 months ago or something like that? I mean, that feels like a long, long time ago. In reality, it was less than 2 weeks ago. Right now, we'd be getting ready for Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Francis Ngannou. Think about that. March 28th, Columbus, Ohio. That's when it was supposed to go down. Also, that's my wife's birthday. It's going to be a great one. But Francis Ngannou versus Jairzinho Rozenstruik, that was supposed to happen. And what about Daniel Cormier's solution to saving UFC 249 that he told me about yesterday? Get a private jet, the PJ, tell everyone to meet in select hubs. Sajara, John Vellante, you're going to have to drive to Florida for some reason. He chose Florida as a hub. And then we're going to go to Jessica Andrade's house to pick everyone up. And then, unfortunately, Moldova is out of the equation. So sorry, Jan Kutila, but I do have an update coming on him tomorrow on ESPN.com. And then, of course, we'll pick up Khabib and Islam Makhachev. The main thing is, a lot of people, yesterday Dana White said to Brett Okamoto of ESPN that he's pretty much set on where the location is, 99.9%, all that stuff and more, but he's not telling anyone. The main question I have now is, are all the fighters who are competing on this 249 card, are they actually going to be on this new card, or are they going to get new fighters or local fighters? I feel like that's probably the most sane decision that you can make. If you're going to have a card, say, in Japan or South Korea or in the Middle East, in Abu Dhabi, to get all these people to come from America, for the most part, and fly there is going to be very tough. It's going to be almost impossible. But you can populate the card with a bunch of local fighters, UFC fighters, unsigned fighters, up-and-comers. That, to me, seems a little more feasible. But we still don't have any information on that. It's currently March, what is it, March 25th? It's currently March 25th. We'll see, what do we have? 6 + 8, 24 days to find out if this is going to be a thing. By the way, the Nevada State Athletic Commission announced yesterday they were going to have a hearing today. They've now suspended that hearing. It's not going to happen. They're going to reschedule it for another day. They have not announced when that will take place, but that's when we were going to find out how long how long the licenses would be suspended for in Nevada. Basically, how long we can't put on an event in Nevada. But right now, we don't know when that hearing is going to be. So basically, the action is suspended indefinitely in Nevada. All right. I'll go to the top of the hour here. It's 1:58. So I'll just stick around for the next 2 minutes. Should we do a little roll call? Shout out from Manitoba. So I'm going to be back tomorrow, 1 p.m., Tuesday through Friday, right here on the ESPN MMA Instagram page. I'll be with you doing these IG lives, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, for now 5 p.m. GMT. And Mondays, DC and Helwani on YouTube and all the other places, podcasts. Tomorrow I'll be back also with another Helwani Show pod. I already said who the guest is tomorrow. It's Kevin Lee. Dang it. Motown Phenom himself. And we'll also have Ariel in the back. We got a lot. So if you're, listen, I hope everyone is listening to what the government is saying. I hope you're staying home wherever you may be. Good on Conor McGregor for putting out that message. People need to start acting a little quicker. Stay at home. Be with your loved ones. Try to make the best of the situation. Great advice from James Krause today. Try to be positive. If you can get some fresh air, get some fresh air. But please just stay away from everyone. No more. I'm seeing a lot of fighters still training and things like that. I don't know if that's smart. Around all these people, arms around each other, touching each other. Yeah, wash your hands too. For goodness sake. Wash your hands. My mom was just calling me. I think that means it's time to go. God bless. Stay safe. I'll be back tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Campus and 5 p.m. GMT. Thank you, James Krause. Thank you, Anna and Jacek. Thank you, Julian Marquez. I'll be back tomorrow with Kevin Lee. Much love. Be well. Stay safe. Stay positive. Thanks for watching.